What's going on YouTube? I think today's video, it's going to be incredibly beneficial for you to watch based on a lot of the diet talk I've been doing recently. So I'm going to share within this YouTube video I'm trying to put my prep into a 5-minute chat. 5 minutes, probably going to be 55 minutes knowing me. And also do a push session towards the end that I've already filmed yesterday. So I'm going to edit that up and put that in with this. So let's try and make this video under 10 minutes and try and make it as informative for you as possible. Right, let's do it. Okay, so I have used my small whiteboard and I'm trying to show you my show prep and how my diet and how my expenditure and what I've done basically as the diet's gone on through the prep has changed to try and give you an idea on how your diet has to be progressive, just like your training is. Okay, so I'm obviously trying to encourage you to love at your sessions, get stronger, get fitter, become more mobile, that improve every aspect of your gym performance. Right, I'm also wanting you to do that with your diet. So what people are always tending to do is they're taking calories as low as they possibly can from the fucking word go. And they've got no plan and no the beauty of having like a competition or a photo shoot. If you've got a date and then you've got a goal to work towards. But what you have to realise is, in that goal, so I started my prep at 16 weeks out, and it didn't even feel like I was dieting until about a week ago, because I've made it slow, progressive, and it's been an enjoyable process. And the problem that people have is that they start their prep and they start their diet so early, and this isn't with regards to competing. This is not that my audience, and what I'm trying to encourage is not competing, right? I'm trying to encourage people to lose body fat and how easy it is. But the problem we're having is we want everything too soon, right? So everything nowadays, we can get things in fucking one click on Amazon. I've ordered my nan I need to stop swearing, by the way. I ordered my nan a blender and it comes. I ordered it last night at 10 p.m. It's gonna come today, and I'm gonna take it around there and she's gonna be like, "It's come already." It's crazy. But we can't have the same approach to our fat loss. I need to swear again then. We can't have the same approach to our fat loss. We have to be progressive. We have to be patient. Patience in fat loss phases, and losing weight and then getting the body you want is imperative. It's so important. I'm putting out these videos because I can get you results faster. But what you have to realise is they're still not going to come as fast as an Amazon delivery. I need to swear again. So yeah, as long as I'm not using the C-bomb, I think it's alright. But I'm going to try and swear a little bit less, because I feel like I'm swearing a bit too much. I'm not a pikey. So if you can, screenshot that right now, even though it's probably the wrong way around. But yeah, I'm getting a new camera. It's coming in a few days' time, so I'm taking my YouTube game very seriously. Next level, new camera, decent that is. I'm using an iPhone at the moment. I've got this Canon 1200D, but it's not that good. So I've got a new Canon coming, which is fucking good. And it's got a twisty thing, so I can see what I'm saying to the camera, rather than on that I can't. I've got to kind of guess, and I always get my angles wrong. So I spent a lot of money to try and get a thing so I can see myself. Good one, Jack. But yeah, we're 3 minutes in, so let's break up my prep. So yeah, screenshot that, get a good angle, and I'm going to talk you through how I've been progressive with my diet. So 16 weeks out, 3,000 calories a day, that's where I started my prep, okay? So that was probably more calories than I was actually eating then anyway, because I wasn't eating that much because my eating habits weren't the best. Actually, I think I was tracking a little bit. I think I was tracking, because when I got back from travelling, I was tracking, so that's probably a lie. I was probably having a bit more than that, but I was probably having about 3,000 anyway. So I started at 3,000, started to get leaner, body weight started to drop, everything was good, training performance was really good. The initial phase of a diet should be amazing, that you should feel better, you should feel stronger, you should feel all the perks of just starting a diet, whereas people seem to go in too fast and go, right, what's the biggest deficit, how low can I take my calories, how much can I suffer, and how much weight can I lose as fast as possible. Whereas what you need to think is, well, the way I've done this is to be progressive and do things slowly. Therefore, not only do you achieve results that you can sustain, but you actually keep the muscle that you're trying to build in the process, because when you go too low too soon, and it's been too long too low, that's when you start to lose muscle, which is what you don't want to do. So at 16 weeks out, I was on 225 protein, 375 carb, 67 fats. And I followed that diet for 4 weeks, and I was very consistent. I had a few refeeds, a few cheat meals. I got pissed most weekends. What I will do is I'll show you my Google Sheets, which basically is my whole prep on there, and I'll run through quickly what it looks like and how consistent I have been. But yeah, I had a lot of weekends where I got pissed. So it wasn't completely consistent, but it was there or thereabouts. So I'd say with regards to compliance and adherence, it was probably about 95%. Which is where you need to be at. Like, you have to be consistent, you have to be honest with yourself. Yeah, you can go get pissed, but I was doing that in a way that wasn't taking me off board with my diet, and on Sundays I wouldn't binge, I'd be back on my diet straight away, and it worked. At 12 weeks out, this is where you get 5 minutes, sorry for my slow talking. 12 weeks out, 2750 calories. I took away 250 calories at 4 weeks into my diet, of which my protein went up, because I was worried about appetite. Worried about becoming more hungry, so I thought protein will go up. Carbs come down to 350, and then I dropped my fats massively to 50 grams a day, because I wasn't hitting 67, so I was hitting it, but I was finding that I'd have to have a lot of nut butter to do so. So I thought it would be easier to not have that. 3 weeks later, I dropped calories again by 150. I went to 240 protein, 300 carb, 50 fat. So fat stayed the same, carbs come down. I followed that for 4 weeks. 4 weeks later, so pretty much every 4 weeks I've made a change. At 5 weeks out, I went 2,400 calories, so I dropped 200 calories from my diet per day, 220 protein, 278 carb, 45 fat, okay? And I increased my steps at 5 weeks out from, I think I was doing like 12 to 15,000 a day, in that range, to 18,000 a day. So from that point, my legs have been a bit tired, I must admit. So 18,000 steps a day isn't sustainable with regards to like building leg strength, in my opinion, for me. So that once my show's done, I'll bring the steps back down to about 10,000, or like a normal range, a good range, enough for me to get a good walk in once a day, get a podcast in, or listen to something, or like a stress-free. That's my meditation, because I can't meditate. I'm trying, but I'm shit at it. So my walk is like my meditation. So that will stay in. I'm quite active when I'm training clients, etc. So yeah, but that doesn't matter right now. And then this week I've made another change, and I've brought calories down by 400 calories per day, which has been an aggressive change. You don't need to do that. You don't need to make an aggressive change like that. But I literally have realised that I'm only 3 weeks out. I might not do any more shows, so this could be my last chance at this. Competing malarkey, and I thought, let's try and get as shredded as possible, and I kind of want to suffer a little bit. So I've dropped food quite hard, quite a lot. I've gone 200 protein, 200 carb, 44 fat, and I feel fine, to be honest. I was struggling a little bit Monday, but I think it was just because I was out of routine, and I was just psychologically worrying about the big drop in calories, which is stupid. So I'm 3 weeks out, and that's where I'm at the moment. My steps are still 18,000. I'm not doing any other cardio other than that. I've stopped playing football for the time being, just because I'm just too tired to play, which is annoying, but it's me being truthful. There's no way I can perform football. My legs are just like lead all the time, so I don't want to let the boys down, so I'm not going to play. When I'm done with my show, I'll be back around training and hopefully get back in the team. Next week, we might make another change, because at the moment I've been basically on solid macros and solid dieting, whereas I might implement carb cycling for a week next week, because obviously in the last week before the show, I'll be having like a peak week where I'll probably deplete towards the beginning of the week, and then I'm going to front load a load of carbs, and then taper them down as I get to stage day. So next week's another opportunity for more fat loss. I've only got like 2 weeks left of fat loss really. There'll be a little bit of fat loss in the depletion stage, but I'm going to top that back up when I refeed and when I peak back up. So 2 more weeks of fat loss. So this week will be pretty good. I've already got to my all-time low on the scales. I probably might drop calories a little bit again next week, just to challenge myself even more, in the form of a carb cycle, which I will talk you through in a video next week. And yeah, I'm kind of implementing like a bit of a, as food comes down, like I'm not having breakfast at the moment, which is cool. Like in the morning, I don't really want to eat at 5 AM anyway. And I get to like 9 AM, I train 3 clients off the back. Back to back, so I have a 6, 7 and 8. And it gets to 9, I normally eat. And by then I'm feeling ready to eat but not starving, whereas if I eat at 5:30, I'll be hungry again by 9. So it kind of helps me not to want food, because the minute I start having it is when my body asks for it more often. So I'm quite enjoying that, like eating a bit later on. That's something I'm probably going to keep hold of and implement later on, because I feel quite mentally focused in the morning when I don't have breakfast. But the video's getting long, so I'm going to wrap it up really quickly. Yeah, that's that. So this is how you need to be progressive with your diet, guys. Whether you're competing, whether you're just in a fat loss phase, whether you're just going on a holiday, whether you're trying to get bigger, like are you increasing calories, because it's all, your body becomes incredibly adaptive. So what you need to realise is you need to be able to respond and make changes based on what happens to your body and how it responds, if that makes sense. So what you're doing, and the problem you've got is where you're bringing calories so low, you've got nowhere to go, and that then creates a problem. So I've got clients who want to do photo shoots, and I'm saying to them that, mate, we need to get calories higher. They're like, but I've only got 11 weeks. I'm like, yeah, but you're gonna have nowhere to go. If you start this low, you're gonna have nowhere to go, and it's gonna become an incredibly horrible process. Whereas for me, it's been fucking fun the whole way through. I'm at a point now where it's hard, and I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna say it sucks. It doesn't suck, but there's times where I enjoyed the first 9 weeks or so of prep. That's a lie. 16 weeks. I enjoyed the first 13 weeks. It's the last 3 weeks I think are going to be a challenge, but there's still not a problem. Like, I can still get through. I can still like focus on my business. I can still focus. I'm just not as that my legs are shot. I can't train as hard, but like that's what happens when you compete, and you're just doing this for fat loss. That you should never get to that point. You should never get to the point where training performance is affected by your diet, because you don't have to go that aggressive. You haven't got to be as aggressive as I'm being. You haven't got to get to the unless you want to get as lean as like a competition stage lean, then, which is stupid anyway. Why would you want to do that? It's unhealthy. But what I'm doing right now is unhealthy. I'll be very honest with you. It's very unhealthy. So don't strive for the conditioning that I'm trying to strive for, because I'm doing that for the purpose of a show. Whereas in my normal life, when I revert back to that after the show in 3 weeks' time, like I'm gonna just strive for a nice healthy level of body fat that makes me feel good, on a map food that makes me feel good and that I enjoy and makes my life what I want it to be, which is I want to have an amazing life. So I love the challenge of competing, but I also love normality and feeling good and feeling how I should feel as someone who's trying to represent a lifestyle of fit, healthy, strong, like alpha male. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Like, I just want to represent a healthier lifestyle, which at the moment I'm kind of am, because I'm lean or whatever, but really it's not like a healthy lifestyle because I'm very not feeling healthy. But yeah, on that note, I think you'll probably notice as well, like as I get increased calories again, like I'm gonna get more colour again in my skin. Like I look really, it's pale for me, and I've been in the sun at the weekend in the last few days. Like I'm pale, whereas with more nutrition in me, I'll look a lot better. I'll look a lot healthier. But yeah, with that being said, hopefully that was informative. I don't want to end it on a negative, but you just need to realise that with your diet, like you've got to be progressive, and if you're in a position where you can't be progressive because your calories are too low, then this isn't going to benefit you in the slightest. So get your calories as high as you can whilst dropping body fat. Trust me, and be patient. Do things slower. Aim for £1 a week rather than 2. Trust me, because you're going to get to a point where it's all going to all stall. Like if you're in a position where you're quite over, like you've got a lot of weight to lose, then obviously aim for more than £1 a week. But like even in that phase, like even if you've got a lot of weight to lose, right, and you lose £1 a week for a year, like you've already lost £52. That's a lot of weight. Like, and think more long term. Stop thinking 6-7 weeks. Stop thinking 8 weeks. How much weight can I lose in 8 weeks? Think of how much different you're going to look in a year's time. Well, that's the approach I've got to take with my teeth, right? But they're not going to get better in 6 weeks. But they're getting better. I can see the improvements, which is why I'm enjoying wearing the brace and I'm embracing it. Get that? But really, they're not going to be better for another year. So I've got to think long term about that. So use that with your weight as well, because really nothing worth having happens overnight. So yeah, I might have got in shape in a short period of time, but it's been on an unsustainable method. Well, until now, like I could maintain where I was at like a week ago maybe. But you need to realise that set your goal, know what you want, and just work hard for it. So this video's end up being a bit longer, so I'm going to make the push session separate, or it's going to be too long. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll share the push video session tomorrow, so you've got another video to watch, and that'll give you an idea on how to do a push session. If you have any questions on diet, training, my email is always open. Comment below, even better, because then that'll like help my YouTube following. Just please ask questions. I'm always happy to answer them. I'm going to start doing Facebook Lives. I'm going to start doing Q&A, so make sure you subscribe to my Facebook page. And on Instagram, I might do some lives as well. I'm trying to put out content. I'm trying to help people, and I'm passionate about helping people. So ask questions. Like, I'm here to help people. That's my job, and I want to help. Whether you're paying me or not, I want to help people, and it helps me create more content anyway if you ask some questions. So please hit the thumbs up, comment below, and it will help me grow my channel, and it will help. Then obviously, if I answer your questions, it will help you with your transformation, which is both of us happy. And yeah, I've got 2.5 weeks to go till show day. Make sure you hit subscribe and follow the rest of my journey, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm incredibly grateful. 15 minutes again. I'll try making this 5, but times by 3, not too bad, I guess. But I will get better at being more efficient at getting my message across over a shorter time frame. But hope you're enjoying the videos. Let me know if you are, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow, where I'll be sharing a push session. But yeah, thanks guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.